but a stay. Why would I DM it first when I'm the catch? 100 bands is 100 bands. You like 100 ain't got one man. You like 100 ain't got one. Whole lot of speaking on me that ain't done. Dropped 100 on the penny, that big as Lola. They can't stand to see me winning, so they blame payola. Big choker, no mediocre. I ain't never doing, I barely do the.
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. For the right to represent the AFC in this year's Super Bowl. Off we go on EA Sports. And this is going to be out of bounds. Flags come in. That is a brutal mistake to start the game. Opening kickoff, out of bounds, brings the ball to the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll look to throw. A pass taken in by Johnson. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Trying to drive his way forward. I think he is short, and he is. That means fourth down coming up.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
That pass pinballing around, and it ends up in the hands of the receiver. Wow.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll find his big target, Pat Fryermuth. His first catch here in this AFC title game, and it's a first down.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
Here's second and 2. From out of the gun, he'll throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was...
To the goal line and in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown Steelers. Chris Boswell on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Steelers have struck first in the AFC Championship game. They're out to a 7-0 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Herbert. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Open man, right side. He's got it. His first catch here in this AFC title game, and it's a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll throw it left and has his running back loose inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. On for the extra point is Boswell. He knocks it through. And the Steelers move out on top, 14-0. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. This drive begins with a run by Harris. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big...
And that's going to be intercepted by Darius Slay. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
That's quickly to Freiermuth on the RPO. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Steeler first down. They'll run. Johnson. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start. Now it is 1st and goal. On the zone read, here's Johnson. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. On the ground, it's the tight end. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he's not going to be able to get away. Might lose a yard. They've got him back at the 2.
Finally, this defense has been searching for a big play after giving up 2 touchdowns on the previous 2 drives. They're going to need more of that. They have to find more impactful plays that end drives and get the ball back to their offense.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers stake themselves to a 17-0 lead. Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Herbert. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close.
On 1st down, Herbert. That's pulled in. Najee Harris. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And we see a nice catch here by Ladd McConkey. And, Mike, what really jumps out, and I can't stress enough how rare this is for young wide receivers in the NFL fresh out of college, is just how good of a route runner he is. And it doesn't matter if he's in the slot or if he's out on the perimeter. He can run any route from any position, and that sort of versatility is going to continue to get him opportunities in this Chargers offense. And then when he has the ball in his hand, every play can be a big one.
They get 24 on that one, and just like that, it's 1st and goal.
Go.
Throwing again, Herbert. He's got it at the 3.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Herbert now on 3rd and goal. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, LA. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chargers are back in this one. It's 17-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. Room up the sideline at the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game. And you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down. Though we do have a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Catch made right side by Wilson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
On the ground, it's Johnson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
That's caught. Right side, it's Freiermuth. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That one intercepted. Picked off by Dante Jackson. Into space. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Point after now from Dicker. He's got it. And the Chargers are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. Right back to the air following that pick 6. That's brought in right side by Pickens. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth 1st half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. 2nd and a yard. He'll drop to throw. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick. Picking up the 1st down. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll run again.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll motion over Metcalf. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. Back to throw. And he's in. Pat Fryermuth. Touchdown Steelers. Boswell now for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Steelers go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. He keeps it himself. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That's taken in by Conklin, the tight end. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their 2nd as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Herbert to the air again. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Second down and 3.
Hey, go Lion. 5-9.
Again, they'll throw with Herbert. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one down the field for Fryermuth. He's got it! And he will take this one in. 84 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell adds the extra point. And the Steelers add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. On the return, this is Jalen Reagor. And not the best of returns. He'll dive to the ground and just give himself up.
With the score, Steelers 31, Chargers 14.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting to be claimed. 30 minutes away, unless, of course, we have overtime. We're back underway in the AFC title game.
Home troops right. Set.
Herbert now on first down. Going to get that into the hands of his receiver, Mike Williams. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back.
That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Chargers. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers are able to cut the deficit to 10. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This from 45 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Go, go.
Throwing on first down is Herbert. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Herbert now on first down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. And another first down, and another big gainer. This time 23 yards. Conklin goes in motion. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of this defense.
This one is complete. It's Pickens. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now a screen set up for Johnson. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the first down.
And a strong first down run. A pickup of 9. Setting up 2nd and short.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And he will have the first down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that first down. On the handoff, it's Johnson. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Open man downfield is Freiermuth. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in the AFC Championship. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Johnson. And he'll take this down to about the 15. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run here with Johnson. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. He's got his man complete to Johnson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Boswell now following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On first down, Herbert. He'll let it go deep left sideline. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be second down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down. From the gun, it's Herbert. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. They pick up 17 through the air, and the Chargers have the first down. Herbert to the air again. Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Throwing again, Herbert. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. Now Herbert again. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And he will score. Mike Williams. Touchdown, LA. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers are able to cut into the deficit. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Let's go now.
On this first down, it's Johnson. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll motion over Metcalf. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Oh, he pumps up the football. But this is taken in by a teammate.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this.
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Herbert. It is brought in the end zone. Mike Williams. Touchdown, Chargers. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ready? Cougar 19. Warrior 70.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We're back to crown an AFC champion after this.
Here we go.
On the give, it's Johnson. Space to run inside the 20. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. They'll go again with Johnson. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it. And the Steelers are going to extend their lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Firing downfield for Conklin.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender. And you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete. But if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Go.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the first down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle him short of the chains, force the turnover on downs.
So this one in the win column for the Steelers. As they will lift the Lamar Hunt Trophy, they are off to the Super Bowl in 2 weeks as champions of the AFC. So that'll do it for Greg Olson, our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. We'll see you in 2 weeks in New Orleans for Super Bowl 59. Till then, good night, everyone.